all our Herald TV viewers a very warm welcome. This is Sports Talkies, a program devoted to sports, and we normally feature sports persons who have brought laurels for the state of Goa. For the first time in the history of Goan football, there was, for the first time, I repeat that, there was the Woman Player of the Year, and it happened very recently at the awards function of the Goa Football Association. The luckiest person to be named as the Woman Player of the Year 2022-2023 is none other than Rizella Sia Almeida. Let me extend a very warm welcome, Rizella.
Thank you, sir.
It's nice to have you with us today. You have been named as the Woman Player of the Year by the Goa Football Association, and that means the football circles. You are the best woman in women's football. How did you feel when you were told that you are getting this prize?
So I was honored and thrilled receiving this award because it was my first time, and also it's a very proud moment because I'm the only girl from the entire Goa who is receiving this award.
Yeah. Now, tell us, how did you start playing football? You could have played also many other games, but you went for football. What made you to get into the football?
Yes. So from small early, I used to play many sports, not just football. I was a good athlete. So in school, firstly I joined my Trinity Primary School. So I was good in athletics, running and long jumps and all. So that time we used to play during recess. I was the only girl playing with the boys, that too football. So from then on, my sir and all, he told me that I'm good in football, so I should join something. So then it was summer holidays, and then I went for a coaching camp. It was Miss Maria Ribello's camp. So I attended it, and I was the youngest amongst them. They were all very big stars and all, you know, Miss Michelle Castana and all.
Okay, Michelle, who is in the national
Yes.
women's team now.
Yes.
So you played with her.
Yeah, I started playing with her.
Yeah.
It
But
was-
you are from which place and where did you go for your training?
So I live in Makazana, and this coaching camp, it was in Fatorda. So even my villagers, all my neighbors, my cousins, all were excited to go somewhere during holidays, and they joined, and they invited me also. So even I joined, and then eventually
Wasn't
I liked
it difficult to go from Makazana to Fatorda or wherever it is and undertake this coaching?
No, it was very fun because I always had my mother who would support me every time. So she used to drop me.
Okay, so she would accompany you.
Yes,
So
every
you
time.
were in the safest hands, so as to say.
Yes, it's not just my mother. I've got my family support. It's very important, family support. So I have my father supporting me, my mother, my uncles, my Martians, everybody. Somehow they support me.
Yeah.
I can explain more about it.
Okay. Now you went for coaching at the coaching center in Fatorda.
Yes.
That is the coaching center of the Sports Authority of Goa.
Yeah, it was just a coaching camp.
Okay.
Like
so
summer
coaching
holidays.
camp during the
Yes.
summer holidays.
Yes.
And you pursued that.
Yes.
And after that, what happened?
After
Because those
that,
camps are time bound, no?
yeah, just 1 month or 2 months. Something.
Yeah. And then after that, what happened?
I started liking football. Then I continued.
Yeah.
And then schools I played, and then done. It was still fourth
When you
standard.
played for schools, did you represent the Goa State schools girls team?
No, that time I was not aware of all this.
Ah.
So then I joined my St. Francis Xavier High School. From then on, in my 6th standard, I have done my first nationals. It was under 14.
Okay.
But that time I was only 11 years old.
Okay, but still you played at the national
Yes,
schools.
yes, under 14 I
It
played.
must have been a great honor for you.
Yes, very much.
Do you remember still?
Yes, that time, first time my mother accompanied me till it was West Bengal.
Okay.
So-
So your mother came up to West Bengal?
Yes,
So
with
she was
me.
there with you?
Yes,
Very big sacrifice that she made for you.
she's done lots for me.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And then what happened? You went to West Bengal, you played there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
So
came.
that time I was like kind of substitute, like because I was the youngest also. So starting only I began crying because I was not there in the first 11. So I was very, it was a very sad moment for me.
Okay.
But then it was a experience for me. So then when I came to Goa, then I joined GFDC, and there I was the best. We had a league coming up. It was Vedanta. No, sorry, it was GFDC league. There also I won the best player award.
At
Highest
what age
scorer.
now? 12, 13?
Yeah, 11 years.
11 years.
Yes.
So you started actually growing up right from 11.
No, actually started playing from 7, and then
Okay.
there was nothing coming up. So GFDC I played, and we that time won the title also, Navili Center.
That was your inter GFDC.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So you played there for your team, for your center in GFDC.
Yeah.
After that, what happened?
After GFDC, more nationals. Then I played for school nationals. And one thing good about national is you get exposure to different places, more challenges, everything. So that was very nice.
Yeah. Where did you go? Do you still remember or?
Yes. Till now I have done 15 nationals. Of some I remember.
15.
1-5.
Pretty high number.
Yeah.
Yes.
So starting I went West Bengal, 3 times Odisha, then Chhattisgarh, Kerala,
It's
Arunachal Pradesh,
difficult
yeah.
to remember all that now. But so you played for your school. Then you went to the higher secondary school. Where?
Rosary, Navili.
In Navalim.
Yes.
Did you play for your school team?
Yes, 11th standard I played for Suproto, and then 12th standard Reliance, and even for Reliance I had got the Golden Boot and Golden Ball award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what did you get these 2 awards?
Okay, so Golden Ball award is like the best player of the tournament.
The best player in
Yes.
the tournament.
And Golden Boot is the highest scorer.
So you were the highest scorer.
Yes.
How many goals do you remember?
It was around 16.
16 goals
Yeah,
that you
16
scored.
goals, yeah.
Pretty high number. And do you specialize as a forward, attacker, or where was that you started and where are you now?
So I started as a striker, and that gave me a lot of fame because scoring goals is what the most people they know.
Yeah, and they remember you.
They remember you, yeah.
And when I say so-and-so team won, so-and-so scored,
Yeah.
they, both,
Every time it used to come on the newspaper headings
so,
and
and
all.
you are enjoying that.
Enjoying, yeah.
Okay.
So I started as a striker, and then for now, recently I started playing central midfielder.
Okay. So from higher secondary, you went to the college. Where did you do your college?
Rosary College,
And
Navili.
what did you do now in college?
Study wise.
Yeah, study-wise.
I'm pursuing answered my BA exams, honors psychology.
Yeah, so you want to be a psychologist.
Yes, I'm aiming for sports psychology.
Okay. And you have done already your exams now.
Yes, just clear.
3 years course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3
it
years
is
course.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Results are yet to come.
Yeah, I think you will get through. There's no.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. And did you play for your college at the inter college and then the Goa University? Can you tell us about?
Yes, sir. So first year it was COVID time, so there was no championship. So then the second year, our classes has just started. So then we played that tournament and we won that title.
Okay.
So then in third year, we defeated all the colleges and we were the champions.
Of
Rosary
the Goa
College.
University.
Yes.
And-
No, this was inter college.
Okay,
in
inter
Goa.
college. In
Yes.
Goa. Yeah.
And
That
then-
is under the Goa University.
Yes.
So you were the college champion.
Captain also. Yeah.
You are also the captain of Rosary
College, yes.
College. And then normally you go for nationals also
Yes.
at the Goa University.
Yes.
Did you represent the Goa University?
Yes, this year we even won the West Zone Championship.
You are the
then-
champions of the West
yes,
Zone. Now West Zone means how many teams were there?
4 teams.
4 teams,
Yeah, we
including
have to-
including Goa University.
5 teams.
5 teams in all. Yeah, and you said you have become the champions of the West Zone.
Yes,
Oh, how did you achieve that? And you are the captain of the team.
yes.
So good credit for you.
That is there only. But there was also pressure because you are the captain, you have to manage the entire team. And also representing Goa as a captain, the teachers or anybody, they have high expectations from you. So that you have to meet and also create a helping environment with your friends and all.
Okay, so you managed that.
Yeah, managed it.
Do you remember whom you beat in West Zone University?
Yeah, we had Mumbai in this league, the table standing. Mumbai, we had Pune, and this everything was in Gwalior. So
Okay.
even that team we had, and it
Okay.
was the best team Gwalior, and we defeated them.
You defeated also the
Yes.
host Gwalior.
Yes,
Okay. But
Gwalior.
defeating Mumbai and Pune also is a great achievement.
Yes, sir.
All of you felt like that?
Yes, we were very happy, and our coach was Sir Colin and Sir Worrell, and Sir Milton accompanied us.
Okay.
So they
okay.
were very good
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
us.
So you played at the school, higher secondary and college level. You shone there, and definitely these clubs must have been eyeing you and knowing you. Which club was the first one that you played in official tournaments of the GFA?
Starting when I was in 9th standard, I played for Goa, this one, Albert Developers.
Albert Developers.
Yes.
They were in the main women's league.
Yeah.
Okay. And Albert Developers, they finished, do you remember?
So no, we were some 5th position, and that time we had many clubs, like at least 9. But
9
now,
clubs.
9
okay.
clubs.
And you were part of that.
Yeah.
Then next year, after Albert Developers,
So then it was like you have to choose the players, that system.
yeah,
but
they
also,
had this.
but also
a
they had
different
that.
system.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But also they had that thing that you cannot leave some of the players. So 5 players you have to keep in the club.
Okay.
So then 3 years I continued with Albert.
Albert Developers.
Yes, sir.
And did Albert Developers progressed high or it remained?
No, sir. We progressed.
You progressed.
Yes.
Yeah. So 3 years you were with Albert
Alberts,
Developers.
yes.
After that,
After that, I went to Bangalore.
you went to Bangalore
Yes.
to play football.
Yes.
For which club?
It was Bangalore Braves.
Bangalore Braves.
Yes.
And where they finished? They played in the Karnataka League,
Karnataka Women's League.
Women's League.
Yeah.
How many teams were there?
There were at least 12 teams.
12 teams, much more than what you have in
Yes,
Goa. It's a very big
kick-starting.
state.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you finished at what place?
It's the 4th position.
4th position. How did you feel the difference? You played in Goa, then you went to Karnataka, you played in Bangalore. And did you feel anything different between these two states?
So yeah, because actually the coach was Goan coach only. So
Okay.
that was nice.
Okay.
Being over there, we had more competition because all were like in Goa. What happens? Few players, but over there many players, and each of them are good in their own skills and whatever. So it was very high, little tough competition than Goa.
Yeah. And were you practicing more there and less in Goa? What was it?
So in Goa we practice only once, but Karnataka when you go outside, they have 2 times practice, morning and evening.
But in Goa you practice either in the morning or in the evening.
yes.
But there you are practicing.
Yes, continue.
Wasn't it hard for you?
No sir, I enjoyed it because I have that passion.
You have the passion. Okay. And when you played there, were you in the first 11 or?
Yes sir, I always started as the first 11.
Okay. And did you score many goals? In,
Yeah.
How many? Do you remember?
Yes sir, like 3 goals only.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what made you to come back to Goa?
So actually I just went for experience because in Goa they were not supposed to put the team because of the COVID time. So I had went over there.
Okay.
But then I came back and then I played for Telavli club.
Talauli Club.
Yes.
That is in Navili Mall, you know?
Yes.
Talauli Navili.
Yes.
And I think that was your physical sports director.
Yes.
Who was Dr. Francis.
Francis Lobo.
Lobo. I think even he sponsored the whole team,
Yes,
if I'm
sir.
not mistaken.
He was our coach.
He was your coach also.
Yes, sir.
And Talaulim played in the Vedanta Women's League.
Yes sir.
And how did you fare in Vedanta for Talaulim?
So it was a good experience because we all had like experienced players in our team
Okay,
that year.
okay.
Actually we had a very tough team, but we managed to come 3rd.
You finished third.
Yes, sir.
That was quite a good finishing, I must say.
Yes sir.
Did you enjoy the Vedanta League?
Yes.
How many teams were there in all? 5 or 6?
5
Five teams.
last year.
Yeah. And it was a double leg, no?
Yes sir.
It was a double leg. So you played for Talauli 1 year. After that,
After that, this Churchill.
so you changed over to Churchill Brothers. And what happened with Churchill Brothers now?
Here also sir, we had a very tough team. Team was very good. We had a good defense, good goalkeeper, good midfielder, good strikers. And here I played as a striker.
You played as a striker.
Yes.
And how many goals did you score?
This year I was awarded the highest scorer I scored 14 goals.
14 goals.
Yes, sir.
Pretty high number. Yeah. How did you manage that?
So combination was really good, and we practiced also.
Okay.
So that's why.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first year that the Churchill brothers fielded a women's team.
Yes.
And when you field for the first time, you go that high and you win. You must have had played a very major role in this whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the midfielder, and sometimes I played as a striker.
As a striker.
Yes.
Yeah. And you played as a central midfielder. It was quite tough job.
So you have to have a good vision about the game. You have to know the strengths and weakness of your own players and even of the teammates.
Yeah.
So and you have to have that confidence in yourself
Okay.
as a
Okay.
central midfielder.
Yeah. Could you do all that and achieve all that?
Yes.
Though you are very young, you could do that.
Yes.
And that means there's a very, very bright future ahead for you in football. Will you pursue your career in football, or once you go out of Goa for pursuing your career, will you continue playing football or will you give up?
So I have importance for both in my life, football and education as well. So a very tricky question.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes.
And very few students can do both pretty well. You are one of them.
Thank you, sir.
That must be because of your parents and especially
Yes.
your mother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that support is very essential for the growth.
Yes, sir.
Did you get all that?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. And now, once you finish your graduation in psychology in Goa, what are your next plans?
So next plans, I have applied for sports psychology. In Goa, we don't have any university of doing this course, so I have applied it outside Goa. It can be Chandigarh also, Manipal also, and if not that, I'll be going abroad for further studies. Masters in sports psychology.
You are determined to pursue a career in sports psychology.
Yes, sir, because it's sports only from where I've come till here.
So you want to give back to the sports
Yes.
which made you very famous.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I believe also you have done your coaching license.
Yes.
Which was the first license that you got?
Sir, I started with D license, and that time I was just 18 years old, and 18 is the age where you can apply for that
So
license.
you must have been one of those youngest
Yes,
to
sir.
get the
Yes.
D license.
Yes, sir.
So you did the D license.
Yeah.
You did it in Goa or
Goa only.
in Goa?
Duler,
or
yeah.
In Duler.
Yeah.
So you did that.
Yes, sir.
And after how long did you do the next C license?
So after D license, I took job in two places. One is the Goan Champ Chandor, so 1 year experience, and also I opened my own institute, like a football academy sort of. Like summer holidays only I had started it because we had a close by a ground, futsal turf. So I started my own.
That's pretty great. I mean, you do the licensing and then you say, I am empowered to train. And how was your new field of coaching?
I like both, playing also, coaching also. So I enjoyed coaching as
You
well.
must be one of the youngest C license
Yes, sir.
holder now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And as C license, have you been continuing coaching? Or?
Yes, sir. I'm coaching at same, the Simply's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have got your own students with you.
So no, for this,
Yeah.
the Goan Champs, I'm under Milagris Carvalho. We have many centers,
Okay.
3 centers.
Okay.
So I'm handling the Chandor center.
So there are many centers and you
Yes.
are in charge of the Chandor.
Yes, sir.
How many students do you have?
So 25 something.
25
Regular are
students.
25,
Yeah.
and during summers we have more students.
And alone you manage or you have got an assistant?
No, I have one more.
You have got an
Yes,
assistant.
sir.
Now tell me, which did you find better, playing or coaching?
Obviously playing. That
Playing.
is something which makes you energized, everything refreshed.
Yeah. And you will continue playing also.
Yes, sir.
You will. Even if you go abroad?
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
If
yes.
I have the chance, definitely I would go for it.
Yeah. What, is your future plan now
In football.
in football?
In football, I want to play for international,
Yeah, so you want to
Yes.
represent India
Yes.
if possible.
if possible.
Yeah. So you become a national player.
International,
You
yes.
play at international level.
Yes, sir.
So it is very hard to become a national player.
Yes, sir. It requires a lot of determination, lot of hard work, lot of sacrifices.
Okay. Now you have Michel Castagne. You have got one or two more
Yes.
There. Do you know the others who are already?
Yeah, I know Karishma. She's my.
Yeah, Charisma
friend.
also is there.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been working together?
Yes, we have played many tournaments, leagues.
Okay.
I've played with her. And even for nationals, we play together.
Okay. Okay. So, did you represent Goa in the national championships for women?
Yes, sir.
Where did you go? The last one.
So IWL or
Not
the
IW,
nationals.
the national
The
women
last one was the Goa national.
in
Recently.
Goa. Yeah.
Yes.
So you didn't participate.
I participated.
You played in the Goa nationals.
Yes, sir.
Where you finished, I think, second or third.
No, sir.
Okay.
We were about to qualify.
Yeah.
Somehow, because of the point difference, we didn't.
Okay. You didn't qualify.
No, sir.
But this nationals held in Goa.
Yes.
It was somewhere in October, November, if I'm not mistaken.
So February.
February. No,
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Recently. So how did you fare?
Here. So here we could get the support from the people, but also our team requires more support from our Goans.
Yeah.
The stadium was quite filled, not very much. So that was really nice because we had our own parents or neighbors coming to support us. So that was nice.
Yeah. And did you play in the earlier nationals?
Yes.
Where? In
The-
Kerala,
yeah,
there was one.
Kerala, Arunachal Pradesh. So Arunachal Pradesh was very nice because there we played against my favorite, my inspiration, Ma'am Bala Devi.
Okay.
So we played against her, and I was also happy because she was wearing jersey number 10, and usually I like wearing jersey number 10.
So 10 is of the scorers, the topmost scorers in the world. You have Maradona, you have Pele, you have got Messi, all of them 10. 10. So you want to follow these stalwarts in football.
Yes, sir.
You think there is something more for you to learn, or you think you are almost very good and there's nothing more for you to learn?
So there is lot more to learn for me.
Yeah,
This
how-
is nothing.
How will you raise your standard?
Yes, sir. So, as individual to raise my standard, I'm practicing alone. These days I go alone on the turf. I do my fitness, stamina and all to increase endurance, stability wise, and also I'm working on my weak foot. So that's why.
So you are what, right or left?
I'm righty.
You are righty.
Right-footed,
So you are working on the left also.
Yes, sir.
Because they say that you need to use both, and both must be equally strong.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, when you have been scoring, it has been always right-footed strikes.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you think that your physical fitness level is good?
It is quite good, but I need to develop it a lot.
Yeah.
Because
Do you need that you need little more muscle power?
Yes.
Because when you are kicking, is the muscle power which is in action.
yes, sir.
Do you think that you have to raise your weight?
Yes, sir. I have to.
And are you looking into the proper diet and nutrition?
So no, I just watch my YouTube videos and all so
Yeah.
that I learn something and try to follow it diet wise.
Yeah. But you are like this only always with the same weight, or have you improved, or have you decreased? What is it?
I'm just normal, the same.
But don't you think that you need to improve your physical fitness? And maybe you need to have somebody to advise you on a very scientific lines.
So physical wise, I feel I'm okay, but
You're okay.
stamina wise, I have to improve a lot.
Your endurance.
Yeah, endurance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
muscle stability and all
Yeah.
everything.
So what is your food intake now?
I
More
have
or
to
less.
more or less. I have rice.
Yeah. But what rice do you have? Polished or goinzo with cooked rice, red or brown rice?
Yeah.
That is much more nutritious than the other one.
Yes, sir.
What about potatoes and all that?
Potato. I like potato chips.
Potato chips. Potato chips is a problem.
Yeah. I know.
And it's not advisable.
Yes, sir.
To have boiled potatoes with the skin would be much better.
Yes.
Then what about your protein? Unless you develop your muscles, you need more proteins. That is either you have dals or you have
Chicken.
fish. Goans love fish. Do you love fish also?
Yes, I love.
Less of meat. Do you have a meat also? You need.
Yes.
Eggs, milk and all that. Don't you think so? You have to double the quantity that you are having?
Yes, I need.
Yeah.
There is a need. Yeah.
Tell us in the final analysis, if Goa has to progress in the women's, what needs to be done?
So, if Goa has to progress, we need more tournaments coming up, because for the entire year we just have one tournament. The girls and all, they have to wait the entire year for one tournament.
So that means 1 or maximum 2 months.
Mm.
And for 8 or 10 months you are doing nothing. You
Nothing.
are on your own.
Yes, sir.
So it's pretty tough. So the championship should be stretched for a longer duration.
Yes, sir.
More practice, more tournaments, and that is how I think all of you will be able to contribute little more.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it will happen?
Yes, sir. Recently, our new GFA
Yeah. They have got a new
members,
committee.
yes,
Yes.
and I feel they are putting the efforts to increase
Yeah.
the number of tournaments and even the matches. Yes, sir.
So I wish you all the best, and we must see you with the India colors to play for national team and hopefully to score goals. We wish you all the best till we meet again. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.